Okay, so this video is to help you with your classwork on Tuesday. This is about being statistically literate. So, we should always be skeptical of reported statistics and analyze them and check for manipulations and bias. Now that we've learned some of those really important ways of gathering data and how to pick out biases, we can now look at some real life examples of what we call sort of bad stats, to put it in simple terms. So this is what you're going to work on Tuesday in class, is this lesson. You should be able to work on it while you are in class, and it is due on Friday. So make sure it is nice and cleaned up and ready to turn in on Friday. It can be on paper, but it can also just be digitally sent to Ms. Miss Connor. You still have a stats test on Friday. That is still the plan. We will cover lesson 6 on simulation when I return on Wednesday, and we'll review on Thursday. So watch the other 2 videos that I created that cover lesson 4 and lesson 5 to help you to get hopefully all caught up when I come back to class. We'll discuss simulation, and then you'll be working on this article. So there's a really nice TED Talk for you to click on, put your headphones in, or the substitute could play that in the front of the room. And one of you could help to airplay that so everyone could just watch and sit back and relax. And then there are some examples right here in your notes of some bad stats. Like, for example, this is Burger King. They had 3 times as much in sales than Starbucks. So it makes sense that it's 3 times taller, but the fact that its area is 9 times that of Starbucks shows why this chart exemplifies everything that is wrong with charts that try to incorporate cutesy graphics. So notice, like right here is what they're talking about. It says Burger King has 3 times as much sales than Starbucks, but the graphic is 9 times the size of Starbucks. So that's what they are referring to. Okay, so you're going to watch this TED Talk. These are just some examples on paper, or actually on your computer. I just printed them out. So here's another one on job loss by quarter by Fox News. Fox News is notorious for doing things like this. So this graph is, first of all, if we lost 15 million jobs in 1 quarter, this country would be a lot worse off than it actually was. So notice, like, they're showing this $15 million loss over the course of just 1 quarter. The points don't actually follow a straight line. Something you don't notice because there isn't an actual y-axis here. But the 4 points are not equidistant within this time frame. So this graph is just set up all wrong. And not all articles are biased, but it's just good to get in the habit of thoroughly reading them and analyzing them. So another one is Parents, Teens, and Digital Monitoring. And here is an article from pewresearch.org. And we want you to go here and find one quote from the article that reports a statistic calculated from a sample survey, observational study, or experiment. So try to find a nice quote within that article that helps you to definitely identify which one it would be. What was the population the quote was making a statement about? Remember to be specific. Some of you on your quiz were not specific. So make sure you are specific. Think of who, what, when, where, how. Any of those questions you could be specific about would help. What was the parameter of the article? So what is the author trying to find out? A true average, a true percent? What about the population are they interested in? So the 4th thing is, what is the statistic collected from a survey, experiment, or observational study? How do you know this? Who was included in the sample, and how was the sample obtained? And then, do you suspect any bias in your study, and explain. And don't overthink the bias part. So don't try to make their bias where there isn't. But if there seems to be bias that's jumping out at you, do say what that would be. So you're going to work on this article for the most part during class. So you're going to watch the TED Talk. You're going to go here and you're going to work on this article. So spend some time. It's not due until Friday. And really make sure you answer these questions completely. You should not have bullet points for your answers. They should be complete statements with good explanations, and make sure you look up your vocabulary words and use those when you're writing about it. So hopefully all this will go great. Here is that first page again. So today in class you're working on your dissecting of that article after you watch the TED Talk. That's due Friday. We also have a test on Friday on this unit, and we will cover the last part of this unit on Wednesday, and we will have our review on Thursday. So please watch all 3 videos that I am posting on Canvas tonight to make sure that you have the best opportunity to get informed of everything we've been working on. Okay, I'll see you soon.